everybody? Welcome back to Pokemon Fire Red Poison Only. Hopefully the mic comes out a little bit better. I don't know what was going on with the last episode. I was listening to it in post and it just was skipping. The sounds were low. I don't know if it's the mic. I don't know if it's me. Something's really wrong. But let's go over this real quick. And let's look at the Pokemon we got going on here. We got Radium, the Nidoking, Potassium, the Beedrill, Cadmium, I don't know. The Ivysaur, Cyanide, the Nidorina? Yes, Nidorina, Leadshot, the Zubat, and Ekans, Ryson. What we gotta do is we gotta go up here, we gotta fight our rival, then we have to go across the bridge. We get to get 2 new encounters, I think. Is it 2? Let me pull the notes up here. The notes coming up looks like we are going to have Oddish. Yes, so we just have an Oddish coming up here soon. So let's go ahead and fight the rival, and I think we will take care of the bridge, and we will go ahead and grab the Oddish. Alright, so our rival here is going to lead out his Pidgeotto. That's the whole reason that we wanted to run Radium here, simply because he's got Rock Tomb. Pidgeotto's got Quick Attack, but lol, poor boy gets poked over by our Poison Point, and he's going to take a massive Rock Tomb to the face. Doesn't quite pick up the KO, but all in all, it really doesn't matter. The Poison Point really doesn't matter either. If it was like a Flame Body-esque Poison Point where it weakened him, then maybe it would matter a little bit more, but it does not at this time. Go for the second Rock Tomb and take the Pidgeotto out. Our rival's going to go ahead and send his Abra out. That's kind of the whole reason that we have Potassium here. Potassium is just really good, especially with the Twin Needle. But I do have to be very careful with my Pokemon because we kind of don't want to hit level 24. That's the level that we're going to have to fight Lieutenant Surge. So we don't really want to overlevel there, and we want to be very careful on trying to make sure our Pokemon get not too much XP, but also not too little XP, if you know what I mean. Charmander here, shocker, we're going right on back to Radium here, who's going to have the Rock Tomb. Yeah, that should hopefully be another 2-shot KO over here with this. I don't know, Charmander's kind of weak. Yeah, no, that's definitely big enough to pick up the singular KO on him. So there goes Charmander. And I believe, yes, the last Pokemon we have going on here is going to be a Rattata. Rattata does not even matter here. We literally still have Double Kick here on Radium, so this should be a nice and, yeah, super easy KO with a nice little Double Kick to end off that match. I'm going to just go ahead and go through the bridge now, and I'll catch up with you guys right after when we find our Oddish. Hopefully it's soon, and hopefully not in like 20 minutes. That'd be great. We'll get the Oddish. We'll go through there. And then I will see you guys after that, ideally in Vermilion City, where we get to be taking on Lieutenant Surge. While finishing up here on the bridge, Leadshot is going to be evolving after I believe this is actually the 3rd fight into the bridge, which is ideal because now that means our Zubat very quickly is going to become the brave, strong Golbat that he is meant to become. Golbat, again, just a great Pokemon, super strong. Cannot wait to use him. Hopefully we don't overlevel him because he's going to be very instrumental in going on and taking on Erica, who's going to be the 4th gym leader. And yeah, let's just keep going. So we were able to get the Oddish. Yes, obviously we're going to name this Oddish. Let's make sure I spell this correctly. This Pokemon's name is also, just like Cyanide, a very well-known poison. Man, I cannot read my notes. Is that an I or an E? It looks like an E, so we're going to spell it with an E. And hope that I did not severely misspell that because being dyslexic does make this a little bit hard on occasion to be able to spell the names correctly. But we're going to get Arsenic, the Oddish. Now we get to play the very fun game of trying to avoid trainers, because avoiding trainers is going to be kind of the name of the game because I do not want to overlevel too much before we get over to Lieutenant Surge, because there are battles that I am not going to be able to avoid. Here we are in Vermilion City. This is kind of the first time that we're here in this current playthrough. We're going to board the SS, and we are going to have to go find our rival, which is going to be one of our big battles coming up here. Let me look at our Pokemon. I think, yes, because we're going to need Radium for the ability to be able to take out this Pidgeotto, which I have to find the fun way of remembering how to get there. I believe you go up these stairs and all the way over, which you do, thank goodness, because I was very lost. and we're going to fight our rival again for pretty much the second time in a row. Very quickly within this episode, I don't know why they made the rivals like this, where they're just so easy to be able to come against. They're super common. I mean, hell, we're going to go through the rock tunnel, and then we're essentially going to have to fight him again in the ghost tower, which is just really, really weird, but we have to fight him. That way we're able to go and get our Ghastly from there over in Lavender Town, which by the look of it is going to be our next Pokemon after this as well, which is, you know, a little bit down the road, more than I want it to be, that's for sure. So we're going to use 2 Rock Tombs just like before, take the Pidgeotto out, and I believe we're probably going to see the Aber or the Kadabra come out. Radium's level 23, that's pretty perfect, honestly. We're going to go right into Potassium, just like we did last time. Essentially, we're going to be doing the exact same method that we used just earlier to be able to take our rival out the first time back in Cerulean. Just like before, we're going to go for a Twin Needle. This confusion's going to hurt a bunch, but hey, Nuzlocke's still intact, I think. I'm pretty sure the Nuzlocke is still intact, even though it's not what we're doing, but we're able to take the Kadabra out, which is pretty damn perfect, actually. Ooh, Charmeleon. Alright, yeah, we're going right back into Radium. Went ahead, I taught Radium Dig. Dig is going to be able to take this Charmeleon out pretty quickly. We even out Speed, which is actually perfect. I'm actually going to apologize in advance if our mic is having problems. If I end up having problems in post again, we're just going to ditch this whole mic altogether. I'm going to switch back to my headset mic, and ideally it doesn't sound as bad. But, you know, while we're at this brief little intermission between this part of the rival battle, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment down below. I don't know what the question of the day is going to be yet, but, you know, we'll figure that out as we go along. But if you guys are really liking this content and you're liking these videos, I'm going to start posting these more because it looks like they just perform overall better on the YouTube channel. They're fun. They do take me significantly longer than the Spotlight videos as well as the team building videos, but, you know, I'll do it for you guys. I know you guys like them. They are entertaining. They just take me like a whole week to record an episode, which is very rough on me. Not to mention sometimes I have to do voiceovers, in which case this time I'm not. I'm just kind of rambling as I'm playing the game, which is significantly easier, to say the least. There we go. Radium is taken out, and we are going... Or not Radium. What am I saying? Our rival is taken out. Let's go up here, get cut. Let's stop with the rambling. Let's get cut. Let's go train our Pokemon up to the... Oh, well, actually, I don't want to go up to 24. Let's go take on the gym, clear out the trainers, then take our Pokemon up to level 24. That way we do not purposely or accidentally over-level, and we will fight Lieutenant Surge. Hopefully these buttons are very forgiving. I absolutely hate these buttons in the gym. All right. I took the liberty of just taking out the trainers. Let me show you that our Pokemon are still not over-leveled just yet. Cadium is literally, like, right at that baseline. I'm not going to go any higher on him. And I'm going to speed this up, and ideally we can find all these buttons. Yep, all the locks were reset, and this is the reason that I absolutely hate this entire button thing. I don't know the method to doing it. This could take a while, so let me go ahead and speed this up. Alright, so that actually wasn't too bad. That was only probably like another 30 seconds after that last little bit. Yep, we got Radium here in the front. Here we are to take on Lieutenant Surge, who is, shocker, I think he's, I don't know, actually know what his profession is. I'm going to guess Army, potentially? I'm not really sure. He's a military force of the Kanto region here, but he does primarily specialize in electric types. So here we go with the Voltorb first. This is literally the whole reason we ended up getting Dig. So that crit didn't do anything, the poison point didn't do anything, and we're pretty much just gonna dig. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna speed this up as well, because the gameplay is, you know, I'm not, well, given how fast we took that Voltorb out, I'm not actually sure. We might not speed this up. So we are level 24 now. That's actually perfectly fine, as long as I start this fight at 24 or below. We are still good. So we have Pikachu coming out here. We're going to use Dig as well. Quick attack, whatever. Not a big deal. We should be able to take this out. I hope we don't get hit by static and get paralyzed. That would be less than ideal. I don't know if that works because I'm a ground type or not, but I really just don't want to get paralyzed. Simple as that. Regardless if it works, it looks like we didn't. We're good. Now, the problem with Raichu is Raichu knows double team. There's the double team now. We're going to use our Dig, but there is a likelihood that we're actually going to miss, which is something I really don't want to do. I really don't want to miss because this could potentially make it to where I do have to speed this up. So now he's +2 evasion. Hopefully dig hits because I don't want to speed this up and hope for the best. It misses. All right, we're going to go for another dig. We might have to speed this up. If we miss this dig, I'll definitely speed it up until we take it out. All right, and another double team comes out here. This Raichu is now +4 evasion. Okay, we're going to speed this up, and hopefully we can take this Raichu out. Funny enough, that was actually next turn. Sure. You know, I'll take it. I'll take the +5 evasion to being able to actually hit on the third attempt. That is pretty much nice. That's going to be the third gym badge. Surge is also going to pretty much give us the move Shockwave, which is going to go on the Nidorina, because Nidorina is essentially becoming our special attacker in this playthrough. There's not many that we actually end up getting. I believe the only other ones that we get are going to be like Vileplume. Let me look at my notes. Let's see. Vileplume is going to be our special attacker. Tentacruel will be a special attacker. Ghastly will be a special attacker. Maybe Venonat, I think, or not Venomoth. Venomoth might be a special attacker. Coughing is just going to, or Coughing and Wheezing, they're just going to exist. I don't know what I'm planning on with them as of yet. Let's go ahead and we'll replace Double Kick with Shockwave. Let's do that. All right, now I need to think of my next course of action because I think we got to go through the rock tunnel. I'm going to save you guys all that tediousness. We're just not going to film all that. It's really tedious. I don't know what else to tell you. Let's get out of here. Let's go heal up. Let's get our Pokemon. What do we got? Gym 3? We don't want to go past level 29. So I'm going to go ahead and level up all my Pokemon to level 24. In particular, I believe we're going to do Ekans because Ekans should evolve into Arbok by the end of this. All right, like I said, we went ahead, we leveled it up. Now, Ryson the Ekans is going to become Arbok, which Arbok's not a bad Pokemon at all, but it's also not, like, super great. Don't really know how I feel about Arbok as of yet, but, you know, maybe... Wait a minute. Am I the only one who sees this? If you look at the upper lip of Arbok, it looks like it's kind of wearing lipstick. I don't actually know how I feel about that, so let's ignore that fact. And let's go ahead, keep leveling our Pokemon up, and I will see you guys probably at the start of the rock tunnel, where I'll do a little catch up with you guys, and we'll see where we'll go from there. All right, guys, here we are at the rock tunnel. Like I said, I'm going to save you all of the stress and hassle that's going to come out of this. I didn't feel like going to figure out where the move Flash was. I just plain out don't remember where it is at all. So I'm going to make my way through the rock tunnel. I will meet you over in Lavender Town. And I don't think I want to do another rival battle. I don't really think we want to do 3. It's going to be the exact same thing as the last couple, but I will kind of go through. I'll think of some stuff. We'll do a little bit of an outro once we make our way through the rock tunnel. I think after that, I'll give you guys a nice little recap of what we'll see in the next episode, because we do have a lot of things coming up, as well as, you know, kind of what our next set of Pokemon we're going to be able to get, as well as some of the challenges that we're going to be embracing here with it. Let me go ahead and make my way through the rock tunnel, and I will catch up with you guys here in just a few minutes. All right, we are back. We are out of the rock tunnel. That was more stressful than I really wanted it to be. Literally, while we were running through that, the internet went out, so I had to fix that problem. Now that that's fixed, now we're back. We're healed. We're ready. I really don't want these episodes going too incredibly long, so I'm not going to do that. However, I will start with the interlude and, you know, the start into the next episode, which we're not doing. Here at the Pokemon Tower, we will have our next Pokemon that we're going to be catching, which is going to be Ghastly. Although we're going to start next episode the same way we started this episode, and that is fighting our rival right up here. Literally, it's going to be the exact same kind of thing. We're going to lead Radium here. Radium's going to go ahead and take the Pidgeotto out. We're going to switch to Potassium. We're going to Twin Needle. And you kind of saw how that went. The only difference is our rival here is not going to have Eradicate anymore. The lore-wise of that is Eradicate has passed on to the next life. That is why we're here, which is pretty much like a Pokemon graveyard. Pretty much how that all is going to go is, so we're going to be finishing our rival off, grabbing Ghastly in the next episode. If you see our Pokemon's level here, we have Radium at level 27. That is just under the level cap for the next gym, which is going to be Erica at level 29. After that, we pretty much have free reign for quite a while, because Koga is going to be level 43, but so is Sabrina, so we have to figure out that pretty much, like, we have to pretty much take Koga either on or prep ourselves before Koga and then do all the battles between him and Sabrina. That way we could take them both out at the same time. It's going to be a little bit complicated. I'm not going to lie. I think we're going to use Radium for one, Potassium for the other. I really don't know. It's going to be very challenging to not over level. We might have to make some special rules for that case, but we will figure that out hopefully in the next episode because there's a lot to that. So let's take a quick look over this. The next Pokemon's coming up. Yeah, it's just going to be Ghastly. Simple as that. And Ghastly, we will be able to evolve actually as well, within the next set of levels because he evolves at level 25. And I do want to figure something out for evolving our Ghastly or Haunter into a Gengar. We don't have the ability to trade, not for this, so we might make something up and we will see what we can do about getting a Gengar into this game for the playthrough because I really want to play with Gengar. I'm okay with not having the version exclusive Bellsprout, but, you know, Gengar is a somewhat available Pokemon to get. I'm also going to work about ways of thinking how we're going to evolve Cyanide into the Nidoqueen that we want and love so much. Till then, go ahead, drop a comment down in the description. I'll give you guys the question here in just a few minutes. Go ahead and subscribe if you guys like this. Let me know what Pokemon type you would like me to be doing for Gen 2. I have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to be doing for Gen 2. I don't know if I have it on my notes here. Oh wow, those notes are really hard to read. Yeah, so I do know what we're going to be doing for Gen 2, and it's going to be a really interesting type. Very complicated, I will tell you that. And that's not going to be for a couple of more episodes, but I already got it planned out, and we're going to be ready. So make sure you guys drop a sub on the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications. Let me know how you guys feel about this playthrough. Let me know what Pokemon you're looking forward to seeing. Let me know if you guys have some little iterations you would like to make on the rules as well. I'd be more than interested in trying to do some of those. As for the question of the day that I want you guys to go ahead and answer down in the comments, it is going to be, if you could be a Pokemon trainer and pretty much like a gym trainer and have your own special type that you would like to have in your gym, what would it be and why? Mine would definitely have to be Dragon. Dragon Pokemon are some of my favorite things. If you guys have ever caught any of my streams in the past, Dragon Pokemon are like my go-to Pokemon. I can pretty much build a team that is super strong and very hard to beat just purely based on dragons. But I could do that with a lot of teams. But Dragon's definitely easily one of my favorite types. It's cool. It's awesome. My favorite Gen 2 Dragon was Kingdra. So yeah, Kingdra is such a beautiful, awesome Pokemon. So yeah, that's definitely my Dragon go-to. Let me know what you guys would, what kind of gym trainer you guys would be. So I'll see you guys in the next episode.